Mike, can you give me the specifics? I don't know everything happening at Fox Sports. I know that we haven't talked at all about the firing of Craig Carton and Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho, and that now they've got a makeover there. Fox has been having trouble since Jamie Horowitz left there, and they are now making over the entire thing. And what are they doing with their Big Noon Kickoff that is now legitimately rivaling one of the biggest sports studio shows there's ever been, ESPN College Game Day?
This is all according to media reports. It doesn't seem like it's finalized, but headed to that direction where Dave Portnoy joins the cast of Big Noon Saturday, and it's a part of an overarching deal where FS1 would rely on Barstool for a lot of its daily content as a cable sports network.
So that is a giant achievement for Barstool, and it's where the country has shifted in terms of and the business has shifted, where these giant companies have to go outside of themselves in order to find something that reaches young people, because they don't know how to do it on their own.
It's also expensive to create your own content. Correct. And I think some of these networks are finding, even if you commit a lot of money in salary to a Pat McAfee, if you have a licensing agreement, the overhead is actually more cost effective on their books than planning out budgets for original content.
But what is the report that Portnoy's just going to be on the show?
That's a report that he's going to be a part of Big Noon Saturday. We don't.
And then they might create a show I saw with him and Big Cat.
Yeah,
just
before
for FS1.
Yeah, because they have a popular Barstool College football kickoff program that's been exclusively on social media and online. And if FS1 does a co-branded thing, they can. It's kind of like the McAfee model. This exists already, and we're just gonna put some FS1.
That's a great idea.
I am legitimately surprised in 2025 to see these giant entities like Fox and Disney have to figure out a way to go outside of their own talent pools in order to rent the audiences of others.
But why are you surprised? Mike's saying it's easier, it's more affordable. It's
John
the right way to
Skipper
go.
tried to do it like 10 years ago and fired them after an episode.
No doubt.
That is correct. And I'm still legitimately surprised to see the proliferation of having to do it outside because you can't do it for yourself. Fox has had a long time to build what they've built over there, not just inside sports, but outside of sports as well. And Fox's initial foray into this environment was to go get Skip Bayless and to go get Colin Cowherd, because they don't actually know how to build their own young thing that reaches young people.
No,
It's not just them.
Nick Wright is responsible for I think the highest rated show on their network, and he was a star that was cultivated and developed by FS1. He's a legacy talent over there, but this is not a new concept. And I don't know why people don't think this. Maybe it's because it's not an outrageous personality like Pat McAfee or even Barstool. What's the biggest daytime block in the history of ESPN? Daytime. It's, pardon the interruption. That was a licensed show. They outsourced that to Eric Rideholm. That entire 4 o'clock hour around the horn for 20 plus years being a staple. That wasn't created by ESPN. They trusted Eric Rideholm to do it, so it's not a new concept.
Oh, but wait a minute. What you're describing there isn't something that was already built and you have to go get the audience. That's hiring somebody to build something for you.
Fair enough, but it's a similar concept.
But it's still not their idea. I mean, they still have to outsource it.
It's them punting on, we've taken several shots at trying to create something. Let someone else do it for us.
It's still surprising to me that content companies would have to farm out the content. It's allowed to be surprising to me. These are giant content. Disney's pretty big. They're pretty good at making content.
Yeah, but a lot of young people getting into this business, into this industry now, Dan, they're doing it on their own. And if they become successful and have a huge following like Barstool and like Portnoy, there's an opportunity for them to partner with someone like Fox. I mean, that's just the way it is.
I'm not, but it sounds like I'm complaining about it. I'm allowed to be surprised that content companies need the help. Giant mainstream content companies need the help to reach young people because of how much everyone's habits have changed and how much the culture has shifted.
But like FS1 did that years ago when they hired Katie Nolan. She was popular on the internet, and then they tried to bring her in and put her on a show with Regis, and then she went over to ESPN. when ESPN tried to do the same thing with her. Like, it's not new.
Oh, but it's sort of my point. Katie Nolan did it where she was. They tried to do it with her, and they failed. Now people will accuse them of trying to do it with McAfee and all the others. You mentioned Barstool yourself. Lasted one day there because they didn't know how to deal with it, because Skipper didn't know how to deal with the conundrums that come with going outside and all of a sudden having to rent your voices as opposed to owning them, you know?